I'm at home. I'm staring up at my ceiling in the complete darkness. And I should be going to sleep because I got to go to work tomorrow. But I don't want to go to sleep because that means I'll have to wake up and I'll be closer to having to go to work. And I don't want that. Instead, I'm staring up at the ceiling, counting down until the day I'm off. I've got 2 more days. And I am struggling. Does that sound familiar to you? Are you have you left the kid world where you have no responsibilities, nothing to think about, and now you're an adult and like the whole world, like it's like all this pressure crushing down on you? Have you gotten a job yet? And you're in this 9 to 5, this matrix. It sucks. Like golly, whoever made capitalism, come, I'm about to run you afraid. I just know that there's so many people out there with ambition who are going through the same thing I was going through, counting down towards the weekends, hoping that, oh my God, this is going to save me. Now no longer I have to be at work. I get this breath. I can get away from it. I hate this environment. I'm ready for this weekend. The weekend comes. It's your savior. But the weekend never lasts long. I mean, you only got 2 days. And then back to work. Back to counting down until you can say, finally, I'm off and I can stop thinking about work. Is that a cycle you want to be in forever? Honestly, think about that. Is that a cycle you want to be in? Because so many people go down that path. If you look around, you will see people with gray hair still working. Do you think that they're not counting down to the weekend? They are. Everybody who's working a job they hate, a meaningless job, they're counting down towards the weekends. Can you imagine doing the same thing on repeat for 50, 60 years? Can you? Because I can't. I feel like a life like that is miserable. Where you barely even have time to invest in yourself, to see your family and your friends, and to just be free. And that is something I don't want my life to be. And I know that if you're watching this, I know that this is something you don't want your life to be either. And I want you to understand, it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. But things aren't going to change until you stop wishing that things will change. Until you stop wishing that things will get better. I remember when I was at Walmart, I clicked on this one seminar. It was by Jim Rohn. My first time ever coming across him. I don't know why I clicked it, but I just wanted to listen to something as I was unstocking and, well, not unstocking, but pulling off the crates from the pallets and then stocking them. And I clicked on it and it changed my life. But there was this one thing he said. He was like, stop wishing things were easier. Wish you were better. And I don't know, like just hearing that, I was like, wait a minute. So I can just get better than my problems and overcome them? That was a big shift to me, but I want to give that shift to you. Stop wishing that things would change. Stop wishing that things were easier. Stop wishing that you weren't stuck in the life you're living right now. And instead, wish that you were better. That you could overcome these things. That no problem could hold you down. That you take control of your life and you change things. And once you make that wish, well, here's the next step. Become better. And then the question is, how do you make yourself better? Well, for me, and honestly, however you choose to do it is up to you. I'm not here to offer you any tactical steps, any concrete like guide, none of that stuff. I'm just here to tell you about my reality, what I did, and give you inspiration and help you see that you don't have to be where you are if you don't want to be. You don't have to be waiting for the weekends. You can live a life of freedom where you finally get invested in something that is interesting to you. Maybe you want to start a business. So you can leave your job. Maybe you just want to have more meaningful time when you're not at work. That makes you feel like you're not just living for the weekends. You know, like maybe you want to get off work and work on a hobby or go for a walk or do something instead of just watching TV and feeling like time is slipping you by. Regardless of what you want, it's going to come down to improving who you are. And it's hard, but also easy, because once you realize the society we're in, and how it's so easy to be average. I mean, it's normal to entertain yourself, to amuse yourself to death. It's normal to listen to music that is full of negative messages. It's normal to complain and whine about life. But it's not going to make you better. No. It's just what most people do. So what will make you better? Well, for me, it was reading more. Reading really changed my life. I'm not going to lie. That's the one habit I've maintained forever. I read 5 pages, a minimum of 5 pages of a book every single day. And that alone has changed so much because it put me on to so many different books. Like, I've been reading, like, the books that really changed me was Deep Work, The 4 Disciplines of Execution, Atomic Habits, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Like, there's so many books, and I would have never come across them if I hadn't set the intention to read 5 pages of a book every day, which meant I had to find books to read. Because if you read 5 pages of a book every day, you'll read them fast. You'll get through them. But then you gotta find another book. Bye, Mom! Love you! But, another thing was I stopped listening to a lot of music and it replaced it with like being in silence. Or if I do listen to music, it's like messages that empower me. I stopped listening to too much rap. I listen to classical music, sounds in nature like waterfalls. And I listened to a lot of seminars and motivational talks that really helped me as well. It helped me become better. Because it really all comes down to improving your mind. If you can improve how you see the world, your actions will just follow naturally. I remember it was like a tropical storm outside. Like, outside my house. But we were just going through a tropical storm. And it was during a time where I usually run. And normally I would be like, oh no, we'll forget it. There's a tropical storm. I don't have to do that. But I have been listening to David Goggins. If you know David Goggins, then, not much to say. But if you don't, look him up. It's just this, he's basically an extreme guy. Hold on, let me pause this video because my mom's coming in. My bad. I had to pause the video because she came in. Like, don't worry though, I'm moving out soon. I cannot wait to move out. Oh my God. Anyway, those things that I did. Like I said, going out. I have been listening to David Goggins. If you know David Goggins, then you know. If you don't, basically look him up. He's a stream guy. And I looked at the tropical storm and I said, oh, this is perfect. The average person, they're going to stay in the house. I'm about to show everybody I'm carrying the boats. And so I went out and ran. Why did I run? It's because I had a different mindset. Changing your mindset is like the key to leveling up your life, I'm telling you. There's so many things I've achieved in this life. And it's not like, I'm not saying like I won the Olympics. None of that. But there's things like years ago, if you were told me, I would not have believed it. Because I'm like, what? How? How did she do that? Like, what? What? Like, I would have been shook if you would have told me. But the only reason is because I changed my mindset. And I'm not saying that you have to change yours. All I'm saying is that life is not going to get better until you change something. Notice how I didn't say do. I said until you change something. Maybe you can change the behaviors you're doing. Maybe you can change the things getting into your mind. There's things you can change. You can ask yourself right now, what is holding me back? What is the thing I'm doing that's holding me back? And the answers will come to you. And once you know what it is, change it. Because I'm telling you, if you don't make changes right now, especially as a young adult, you're going to be like those people who are gray-haired, still working jobs you hate, counting down to the weekend, miserable. And that's the last thing I want for you. Now, if you're watching this, you got to the end, and you're thinking, okay, I hear you. I've got to change something. But you don't know what to change. I'm here to help you. I've made the starter kit for people in your situation because I've been in your shoes. And it will help you change. Now, there's just no pressure. You don't have to get it. You don't need it. But I just want you to know that it's there for you. And I want you to know that you can change. You don't have to live for the weekends anymore. You don't have to accept that this is your reality. You have got this. You have so much potential inside of you that's only waiting to be unleashed. And I hope that this video did something for you. And I will see you in the next one.